Hey party people! I just wanted to take a moment to let you know that there's going to be a ton of content that will be uploaded to this channel pretty soon. Barring government shutdown related shenanigans affecting air travel in the United States, I'm slated to experience extreme culture shock by way of a 2-week vacation to Thailand in the near future. So, I just want to give a quick rundown as to my thought process so I'm not bogging down these future videos with lengthy introductions or anything like that. So why Thailand? I think what originally tipped me off is that there was a hiking/vacation website I visit a lot, and somewhere along the way, I saw a photo of the White Temple in Chiang Mai. It's unlike anything I've ever seen here in the United States. The details of the exterior are on a whole nother level. It looks like a place you would expect to fight the final boss in a video game. If I was ever going to travel to the opposite side of the world, I wanted to incorporate visiting this temple somewhere along the way. So, I started doing research on Southeast Asia as a whole. All of the intel I could find had led me to believe that most of the region is pretty safe. Up until the recent border flare-ups between Thailand and Cambodia, all of the countries that make up the area were deemed safer to travel to than Western Europe. Vietnam is at the same travel advisory level as Canada, which is as safe can be. You can walk around at night and people will leave you alone. Violent crime against tourists is pretty much limited to drunken bar fights. The only things you really need to watch out for is vehicular traffic, as people, both pedestrians and drivers, just don't give a care about the rules, so you need to keep your head on a swivel to avoid getting owned, as well as watching out for various scams. Pretty much, if a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I also gravitated towards Thailand due to the prevalence of English speakers in the region. It's not great, but I should have an easier time getting by speaking English there than the surrounding countries. And Thailand has 156 national parks compared to the 63 in the United States. Granted, the requirements for national park designation differ by country, but there's enough in Thailand to keep me busy for the rest of my life. I also watched a number of videos related to Songkran, which is the celebration of the Thai New Year. It occurs in April, and is most often celebrated as the biggest water gun fight in the world. When putting this trip together, I was originally planning to do it in spring of 2026. But as my obsession with the country grew, I decided to pull in my timeline by about 6 months. In early November, there is a lantern festival in Chiang Mai called Yi Peng. If I'm no longer planning around Songkran, I figure I would try to plan around Yi Peng instead, but the costs of flights into Chiang Mai, as well as obligations I have at work and at home, didn't make it a feasible adventure. I haven't even been to Thailand once, but if trip number 2 will revolve around Songkran, then trip number 3 will take Yi Peng into account. I don't know how soon that will be, but it's good to have goals for the future, don't you think? So long story short, I decided to focus on just Thailand for this vacation, but in reality, I want to visit all of the Southeast Asian countries, as they each have their own charm, beauty, and jaw-dropping landscapes that must be seen to be believed. So what am I doing and where am I going? I'm flying out of Boston and I have a layover in Qatar. I figured Qatar should be a pretty cool layover given that they seem to be homies with the current American administration, though I would be lying if I didn't say that I wasn't concerned about Israeli missiles coming over and giving a quick hello while I'm there. Barring any incidents, I then fly another 6.5 hours from Qatar to Bangkok. My first 3 days will be spent in Bangkok. On day 1, I don't really have any expectations. My sleep schedule is going to be completely messed up, and I'll probably be freaking out too much from the sights, smells, and the culture shock to really get anything done. I expect the heat and humidity to hit me like a ton of bricks. I'll probably take it easy on the first day by checking out a park, perhaps get a massage in one of the thousands of shops in the area, and do a little bit of shopping, as I'm not planning to bring much with me, and I also need to have appropriate attire if I want to visit the more popular temples. I may visit King Power Mahanakan and do the skywalk while I'm there. The exterior looks like an engineering marvel, and I bet the view from the top is amazing. If I'm feeling up to it, they have this thing called the eye tilt, where you can lay in what looks like a net and look down over the edge of the 1,000-foot tower and see the city below. If that turns out to be more than I can handle at the moment, I might tool around some of the locations where street vendors usually congregate and then check out some of the nightlife spots before retiring for the evening. I expect I will capture a lot of walking tour footage, which seems to be pretty popular content on the old YouTubes. On day 2, I have a tour booked to check out the Grand Palace, Wat Pho, and Wat Arun, which are 3 of the biggest attractions in Bangkok. Afterwards, I'll probably just mill about Koh San Road, Soi Rambutri, or whatever else piques my interest. Bangkok is bigger and more populated than New York City, so there shouldn't be any shortage of things to see and do, including going to a capybara cafe. There will be plenty of opportunities for walking tour footage and to try new foods. On day 3, I'll be visiting Bangkok's Mae Klong Railway Market, where trains pass through the bustling market stalls. I'll visit a vibrant floating market and also visit the Dragon Temple. Then, I may visit Chinatown or another area that I didn't end up visiting on my first 2 days. I'm just going to go where the vibes take me. After 3 days in Bangkok, I'll be spending 3 days in Phuket. Phuket is Thailand's largest island, a major tourist destination known for its beautiful beaches, vibrant nightlife, and delicious food. On day 1, I'm not expecting to get too much done as my flight there is in the early afternoon. Technically, I'll be spending more time in Bangkok than Phuket on that day. If there's time, I may check out the Big Buddha. Otherwise, I'll just settle into my hotel. I will be pretty close to the Phuket nightlife hotspots, so I'll most likely get more walking tour footage. A lot of cities in Thailand have some sort of nightlife / red light district scene, so I'm curious to see if it lives up to the hype. On day 2, I'm going to spend the day scuba diving with a tour company. That should be really cool, as I've never gone scuba diving in my life. Also, my swimming skills are pretty much non-existent, which should add to the experience. I recently bought a GoPro with the main purpose of capturing underwater footage from this day, so here's hoping that footage I capture comes out awesome. On day 3, I have another all-day excursion, this time in the Phang Bay area. I'm going to visit the famous monkey cave and admire the gold reclining Buddha inside of the cave and explore the temple. Then I will jump onto a long-tailed boat and explore the mangrove forest of a national park. There will be a stop at Koh Phangan, an island which is a local Muslim fishing village. The island itself is mostly made up of huge vertical limestone cliffs, and all houses and huts are built on stilts over the surrounding sea. This is followed up with a visit to James Bond Island, the island that became famous from the James Bond movie The Man with the Golden Gun. Then I will experience the area's beauty by sea canoe, paddling around Talu Island before returning to the pier. All of this should be epic. My next stop is 3 days in Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is a city of northern Thailand known for its rich history, cultural heritage, and natural beauty. The city offers a more relaxed atmosphere than Bangkok and is surrounded by mountains, providing a backdrop for activities like hiking, visiting waterfalls, and exploring surrounding hill tribes. On day 1, I fly from Phuket in the morning and land in Chiang Mai for lunchtime. While waiting to be able to check into my hotel, I plan to visit some of the hundreds of temples and street markets in the city center. Again, no real expectation here as it is a travel day. Chiang Mai is the city that I had the most interest in visiting when planning this trip. It seems to be the expat and digital nomad city of choice on this part of the continent, so I'm going to try to soak up as much as I can in the short amount of time that I have allotted for myself. Day 2 is the day in which I will visit Chiang Rai to see the landmark that ignited the spark in me, the famous White Temple. I'll also visit the Blue Temple and the Huai Plak Krang Temple. The tour I'm taking also visits the hot spring as well as a village of the long-necked Mae Kachan tribe. On day 3, I have another excursion, this time to Doi Inthanon, which is the highest point in Thailand at 8,415 feet, followed by an elephant sanctuary tour. Seeing the elephants should be pretty dope, as I'll be able to observe them in their natural habitat, feed them, and perhaps even swim with them or bathe them. After Chiang Mai, I then fly down to Pattaya for a few days. Pattaya is a coastal resort city in Thailand, located at 2 hours drive from Bangkok, and it's known for its beaches, vibrant nightlife, and water sports. While historically a party destination, it has expanded to attract a wide range of visitors including families with a variety of activities like golf, shopping, cultural sites, and theme parks. This part of the trip isn't well formulated as I didn't find any tours that interested me. However, I may end up doing something like this. On day 1, I have an early afternoon flight, so I don't really have any expectations. I'll just get my bearings and check in. Pattaya is infamous for its nightlife / red light districts, so I'll likely see what the hubbub is about with some walking around footage during the evening hours. On day 2, I'll head north to the city of Sriracha and visit the internet star Mu Deng at the zoo. Then I'll work my way back to Pattaya with a visit to the Sanctuary of Truth, which is an intricately carved temple made entirely of wood. No iron nails or anything. Then maybe I'll take a quick visit to Mini Siam, which has scaled down sculptures of famous landmarks across the world, such as the Sydney Opera House and the Eiffel Tower. Day 3 could be an island trip of some sort. There are a few islands off the coast of the city, and there are plenty of ocean activities available, be it snorkeling or parasailing, or perhaps I will want to do more scuba diving. At this point of the trip, I suspect I'll be pretty burned out and probably recovering from my 3rd sunburn of the trip, so I'll be looking to take it easy before I have to fly back home. On day 4, I end up flying back home in the middle of the night, so this is another day where I'm looking to take it easy, grab any last minute souvenirs, and get my stuff in order before taking a bus or taxi back to Bangkok, fly back to Qatar, and then back to Boston. So yeah, I suspect I'll have a ton of footage to go through, and seeing that I do have a full-time job outside of vlogging, I'll do my best to get the content online as soon as I can. So, if there are parts of this itinerary that interest you, at least now you have a rough idea as to when you can expect to see that video posted. And if you made it to the end of this video, thanks a ton. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so that someday I can grow and be famous and eventually be in a position where I can just hike, seek, and savor the world full time. After all, the only thing more magical than this once-in-a-lifetime trip I'm taking is the YouTube algorithm. See you soon! I don't know. I didn't stretch first. I kind of hurt.